welcome to Midnight's Edge After Dark. It truly is After Dark, and that's usually the time we get to hang out with our very good friend, Dictor Van Doomcock. Isn't that correct, sir?
Yes, it is in fact correct.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
So we've decided we're going to have a nice little fireside chat with our good friend, and along with us is Mecha Random to be exact. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
And we might have
back.
Yes. And you never know, Rob might pop in and who knows. But we're just going to sit here and have some fun and talk some shit and we don't really have a set topic in mind. But we just got some time with Doomcock, and that happens so rarely that we just want to there. See, we're wondering where everybody was. Now they're starting to pop up in the chats.
Oh, I'm seeing it did go back to the other live stream you had set up.
Oh,
and that's where we're live on. So you have to probably change out all the hashtags and junk.
Of course.
Yeah, because YouTube and Windows and yeah.
Bloody hell.
But we got a nice little fire going. If you can hear it in the background.
Oh, yes, the fire. It's wonderful.
So, yes, Mr. Doomcock, tell us, what is your thoughts on something? No, we always talk about things we hate. Let's talk about something Doomcock loves. Tell us about your favorite Star Trek episode ever. It doesn't matter which version it is.
Oh, shit. That's, oh, man, hell. That's hard. That's like picking, between your kids or something. Geez, I mean, it'd be Mirror Mirror or Doomsday Machine or City on the Edge of Forever or, Charlie X. So many. I mean, there's so many great ones. Probably City on the Edge of Forever, I'd say, is probably the best Star Trek episode. It had the perfect mix of comedy and drama. And of course, Harlan Ellison has gone to his grave. Is Harlan Ellison dead now?
Yeah, he just passed away not too long ago.
Yeah, so he spent his whole life like bitching about how his fucking original script was so much better, and it wasn't. It wasn't even close. It was a pretty lousy Star Trek script, quite honestly. I've read it. I've read his book, like bitching about the whole process. He got it in his fucking head about this guy, this crippled war vet is like pretty much the main character of the whole fucking thing. He just keeps going back to this guy. And it's like, dude, Shatner and Nimoy are the stars. You've got to really focus on them. You've got an established Star Trek timeline and the way these characters interact. You can't just toss that aside and write it any fucking way you want to because you think you're, Harlan fucking Ellison. He should have known better. He was there all the time. I mean, he was on the set a lot. I mean, he was on, in the office, on the lot. He should have known. He had like great access, and he was just stubborn. And he was writing shit that there was no way they could film. They had nowhere near enough money to do that kind of shit that he was like laying out there. It's just all wrong. And Gene Roddenberry and his people really shaped that up and made it one of the greatest Star Trek episodes of all time. So I don't know if you guys know anything about that, Random or Tom, but that was definitely a high watermark for Star Trek, and really kind of a classless thing for Harlan Ellison to be bitching about. Because, yeah.
Well, it was such a good. So many of those episodes of the old Star Trek were so well done and so well made. Anyway, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I can add any more than you can add because you're such an expert on all these, right?
Yeah, well.
But I mean, like
about original, Star
Don't
Trek.
sell yourself short, Random. You're a pretty big expert too, and you guys need to stretch because I'm trying to figure out this two-stream thing. So, yes.
Yeah. So if you take some something like City on the Edge of Forever or something, where it really kind of gives you a nice moral dilemma. We don't actually get stuff like that in modern Star Trek in Discovery. You get like, yes, you cannot let one person die morally, but could you, if it's going to change history and make millions die? This is the type of thing that the Orville's kind of doing right now. They're giving us these moral dilemma sort of things, where Discovery is just giving us, buzzing light, buzzing sounds, whirling lights, twirling spinny things on the Klingorg bridge, little noises to let us know when to look up from when we're texting, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of a shame that we don't have that sort of intellectual sort of appreciation anymore in a lot of our modern pop culture. We kind of celebrate the stupid, the anti-intellectualism. It's like, well, is it flashy? Is it loud? Is it, are there boobs now? Because we can change it because it's not your father's Star Trek because there's boobs now.
Yeah. It's stupid. It's just so stupid, pointless, ugly. I mean, their idea of a moral dilemma is not blowing up the Klingon homeworld somehow. Like, that would actually work. But
not only would it not work, it's such an insane thing for them to condone. Like, God, how could the admirals decide that that's their best course? You lose one stupid ship and to God knows where. They don't know it's in the mirror universe, and their plan is, oh yeah, we're gonna figure out a way to blow up the Klingon homeworld like the second they come back. That's so stupid. Oh, it's just bad writing for people who don't understand good writing.
Yeah. Well, if only the Discovery had sent them that Klingon cloaking data.
I know.
They're working on the algorithm. They're going to have it in, 12 hours.
Yeah, you could have sent them the wrong data or the raw data, so
right.
over fucking email.
Well, Mikey Spock was the only one that could possibly ever
crunch the numbers.
Come up with an algorithm for it. So
yeah, not only can she not crunch numbers, the bitch can't even estimate how long a storm is coming, how long it takes to go over in her little worker bee to the anomaly. She's like, oh yeah, I'll be back in 20 minutes in that pilot episode. It's it takes you 13 minutes just to get there. You're not going to be back in 20 when it takes you 13 minutes to get there. Oh god, Mikey Spock is just terrible.
Yes, he is painful.
I think we could both rant and rave about her all day. She's just,
She's repulsive. She's the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh, God, she is absolutely the worst. There's no worse thing in Star Trek or science fiction, I think.
No, and people get so mad when you pick on her, like, as a character. They're like, oh my God, why are you saying such horrible things about her? Like, well, I'm not saying it to the actress at the actress. Like, I'm not going on her Twitter telling her this to her face. I'm saying it about the character, And anything I do say about the actress is from what I've seen of her acting, which is not very good. I mean, even on Walking Dead, it wasn't that good. I went back, I looked. She's not that good at Walking Dead.
Yep. Nope. That is absolutely correct. She was a minor zombie survivor, wasn't missed when she left. She should not be in charge of an entire show, but then Kurtzman shouldn't be in charge of running the show. It's just a goddamn shitstorm.
Well, with Kurtzman is like, does he have nudes on somebody or something? Is that why he keeps getting jobs? Like, did he have dirt on Les Moonves or something?
Well, I think it's a little late for that.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, now Redstone's talking about maybe selling. I mean, I heard that on the news today. Is that, do you know anything about that, Tom?
No, that's actually the first I've heard about it, but I'm not surprised considering her age and they have to wait 2 years now for a merger.
Yeah. She's just looking maybe to sell, which might actually upset the apple cart somehow. I don't know. Maybe somebody might come in. It's like, why are we fucking up Star Trek? Isn't Star Trek valuable? I mean, it could move things. Yeah. Possibly.
I just wish somebody would come in and say, you know what, I'm not doing this for profit. I'm going to drop a couple $1 billion on Star Trek and on like the whole CBS Paramount thing just to get all the rights in one place. And we're going to do it just for the love of Star Trek. You know, you need some super billionaire nerd who just loves Star Trek and wants good quality science fiction for the fellow nerds and not for the masses. You know, you need somebody who's beyond money.
You were talking about that earlier on your stream, Random. Yeah, where like somebody like a Bill Gates or somebody like that, I could see doing it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we'd all benefit from it.
Yeah, yeah. Elon Musk, where are you?
Yeah. Apparently he sleeps under machinery, from what Gary says. Sleeps under desks and things.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird. He's an eccentric fucking inventor, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. What is he, Batman?
He might be. Oh no, he's this is why we never see Doomcock. He might be Elon Musk.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I wish. I wish. I sure as shit.
I know. You give me 1% of what he makes in a year, and that would be enough to live the rest of my life, right?
Probably, pretty much. I don't know what his net worth is, but the guy's pretty loaded. But I don't know. Why don't you say something that you like, Random? Why don't you throw that out there?
Well, I've been really getting into the band Ghost lately. They're kind of
right. Yeah, you said you got tickets and everything to actually see them.
Yeah.
You recommended them to me, and I was like, wow, this is like very retro, kind of like retro pop goth mixed in with, I don't know what the fuck.
I kind of call it a cross between like Typo Negative, Rocky Erickson, 45 Grave, and kind of all those good sort of bands that really have that 60s monster sort of aesthetic influence, but they also have a lot of metal influence. You know, a lot of their songs are very Merciful Fate influenced, and a lot of the kind of really heavy sort of gothic metal stuff, and they're actually kind of amazing. And I kind of love any sort of music that's really different and interesting like that, for sure. And anything with like kind of the if it has that 60s monster movie sort of feel, you know. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Well, I love that kind of stuff. 60s monster movies and, cheesy horror and grindhouse stuff. And yeah, I mean, I'm down for all of that. That's why I like the Cramps so much. Especially their first album,
Oh, yeah.
Their first EP, I should say.
Oh, you mean the band?
Yes, the band.
No, I'm not sure about the whole double stream thing. It's probably because I tried setting up this event, and I'm trying to figure it out, guys. Sorry if there's people that are coming in late to the show. That's my fault. Because I was trying to figure out how to do it, and evidently I wasn't doing it correctly. So, sorry about that.
Well.
People are finding their way over here now, though, so.
Yeah, I've been linking it over to the other.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing it in any of my... I have no idea where it's at, because it's not showing up in my manager or anything like that. So anyway.
Where it says, I'm being a bit too hard on She-Ra. I don't think so. I don't think I am, but, agree to disagree.
Why? What do you say about She-Ra? That it sucks?
She-Ra.
Yeah, like the new one looks like a guy, but...
Oh, yeah. It looks like a teenage boy dressed up as a fucking elf.
Yeah, badly animated. They're animating every third frame. The voice acting sounds like bad anime dub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not Thundercats, though.
Oh,
Thank God. I mean, it's not that that's the bottom of the fucking barrel, Thundercats. Oh my God.
I think you're with me on this, though. I think you also prefer the original voice acting over dubbed anyway, right?
Oh God, yeah. I want to hear. Yeah, I always want to hear the original Japanese with subtitles, or Chinese, whatever it is. I don't want to hear some lame ass, American actor. Especially with the translations, you can't even trust them now. Like I've heard all sorts of shit about, the fucking political shit. SJWs are changing translations of fucking Japanese anime, and it's disgusting. So
yeah, they're coming in and they're redubbing stuff that is never like feminist. Like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is one that I've heard about, where they came in and they changed a lot of it to be like girl power and stuff. Where the actual anime is nothing like that. It is a woman who has a job and works, and she lives alone in Japan, and she ends up with this dragon who's a maid with really big boobs and is really cute, and I guess they end up with like a little baby, sort of a little girl dragon as well, that they're kind of incorporating into like the family unit or something. And they in the dub they throw in all of these things that aren't in the subtitle version, because well, a lot of the time the fans do the subtitles. Correct me if I'm wrong in chat, but if the fans were the ones who did the subtitles for this particular anime. But yeah, the dub is supposed to have all of this like SJW pro-feminist crap that the anime, like, they just don't care about that in Japan, you know? Women work, men work, who cares?
yeah, no, that's true. I mean, fan subtitles are very good. I remember years ago, the first I ever saw Porco Rosso was fan dubbed version on public access television, and I didn't. What the hell is this thing? It was incredible. Yeah, I absolutely love those. So, I mean, fans are the ones to do it. You know, you can trust them. Because they love this stuff. They're not doing it for money. They're doing it for passion and, you know, wanting to share the film. So there you go.
Exactly. Yeah, like I know people in real life who have done like fan subtitles for. There's an anime called Bastard, which has like a ton of heavy metal band and like references in there. And Seraph Armoros, he's you know, he actually hand subtitled the thing himself with another friend of his. And they go through and they did it for the passion of it, and they did it well. They also ran the anime shows at Gen Con for years and years and years, so they would do that just for the love of anime, to kind of like bring it to all these like fans and just share it. And you don't get that so much anymore, especially with these like giant corporation things who want to push their agendas. They just want to turn profit, push an agenda, get it out as quickly as possible. You know, all of these combination of things.
I'm still trying to figure out the issue, but hopefully everybody's kind of found their way over here. The fake fire sound effects, right? Yeah, they're in the background.
That's what we need. I need like the ASMR.
I think John T-Net, I think that Random already did post a link in the other one.
Yeah, I did a few times.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't figure out where it's at. I'm not finding it on my end. So I don't know if it's linked from the links I posted on Twitter or Facebook. Is that where? Or was it because it came up in an announcement? What's the deal? I'm not sure why. Yeah.
Well, it's showing up still on my home screen, but it's also showing that this one's live. So hopefully people will go to the live one and not the upcoming.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, you guys were talking about anime.
Yep. So I guess another thing that's really awesome, there's a game called Senran Kagura that is Anime Boobs, the video game.
That's how it translates?
Well, no, it's not. It doesn't translate to that, but that's the idea of it.
Okay. I was going to say, they're just not even fucking around here. They're just cutting to the chase.
Well, I mean, it's definitely the idea. You have these two rival schools in the very beginning of the series of the franchise. There's a show, there's a manga, but I play the video games. And the two schools, you have like the good girl school and then the bad girl, like outcast school. And there's one character that I absolutely am in love with, who basically goes around just grabbing girls by the breasts. And her ideal, like one of the games, she has her greatest wish, if you win the game as her, is to have a harem where she can just grab girls by the boobs all day. It is one of the best games ever, and that, you know, one game is like one of the styles of game is a fighting game where you can knock the clothing off the other girls, and you do like kind of the fatality sort of move, and you get like a funny sort of pose or ending, like you can get a girl to like wrap herself around a stripper pole sort of thing, or end up like ass up in the mud in some of these. Yeah, it's kind of awesome. You know, and there's another one. They have the squirt gun, sort of Splatoon clone style of game. where you squirt the bathing suits off the girls for kind of the fatality. And there's a new one that's coming out in tomorrow actually, where you basically grab the girls and it has like realistic boob jiggle physics for the Nintendo Switch, where you can use like the Joy-Cons and you can actually kind of feel how the boobs feel. It's gonna be awesome. They released it in Japan last year, and it's coming out in America tomorrow. So I'm excited for that.
Well, that sounds good.
You'd probably like it, Doomcock.
Oh, I'm sure I would. Yeah, I'd like to go around grabbing women by the boobs all the time.
Yeah,
I just say I was trying to be supportive, like a bra.
Yeah,
just trying to be supportive, ma'am. Don't you want a guy to be supportive to you? Fuck. I don't know. It seems so wrong. I mean, they want to be supported, but they don't want you to grab their boobs. I don't know. I don't know what the world's coming to.
Sometimes I need some extra support.
See, well, there you go.
Question from Eric Just. Would AM's speech on hate from I have no mouth and I must scream be somewhat accurate? Oh, just jumped on me. Sorry here. In describing how many fans feel about the whole thing about BAME Siri?
I don't know. I've never read that. I've never read that, so I don't know. Perpetual Punster, Doomcock supports women. Yeah. Any chance I get, and then I run away quick before I get busted.
Yeah, if you guys got the chat up, feel free to just take questions. It's fine. We're just kind of chilling, laid back, having fun. I'm trying to figure out still why we have 2 streams.
Dead or Alive. Am I a Dead or Alive fan? I did play. I remember in PlayStation 1, you could set the age to 99 to get the most boob jiggle on Dead or Alive. Yeah. You never played it?
The age to 90. What? The age to 99?
Okay, so on Dead or Alive, they had a parental sort of setting for the old Dead or Alive games. I don't know if they still do, but on PlayStation 1, Dead or Alive is a fighting game with very big boobed anime girls again, and you could set the age for parental censorship. So if you're like an 8-year-old kid, the girls are not going to jiggle.
I'm noticing a pattern here with you, Random.
Yeah, you can set your age to like 99 and get the most jiggle for your money.
She likes anime boob girl stuff all the time.
I kind of do, yeah. I kind of do. Anytime I play a visual novel, that's usually the girl I go for. Okay, she's got the biggest boob. That's my girlfriend. That's my waifu.
And all she wants to do is jiggle.
That's Doomcock's fault. He programmed me that way.
Yeah, I did. It's like the creation is mirroring the perversions of the creator. So there you go. It's just, I know, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Except I can get away with it because I'm a girl. I'm a
It's
whammy.
alive.
And I can get away with it because I've got a helmet. And I can run pretty fast.
Yeah.
So there you go. She's got
May not be able to run fast for long, but I can do it in a sprint.
I think it wasn't that. What's his name? Roy Rogers, right? Yeah. Or Gene Autry.
One of those two.
He's got boobs that jiggle, jaggle, jiggle. There she goes, riding merrily along.
Oh shit.
Yes, Nihilus, home again, jiggity jig, exactly. Yes.
Dead School. She's a robot. Yeah. I don't know if you've been around since my name changed, but it's kind of been revealed that I might be one of Doomcock's robots.
Dun dun dun.
I don't know if I'm convinced yet, because I still pretty much think I'm human a lot of the time.
Well, that's by design.
We could give you the Blade Runner test.
Yeah. Exactly. The Void Comp. We call it Void Comp for short.
She's a
We didn't
robot.
know how long we had together. Who does?
Nice.
Sword Art Online? No, I will not watch Sword Art Online. I hear that's absolutely terrible. SOA.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watch sea beams glitter in the dark and 10 has a gate. All them moments gonna be lost in time like tears in rain. Let's go to the monster trucks.
Monster trucks. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
That's right.
But it's Monday. What happens if it's Monday?
Because they're not on till Sunday.
So we gotta wait, damn it.
If it's Monday, it's too late.
You missed.
You missed it on Monday, it's Sunday.
Truckosaurus.
So we just need a time machine then, that's what you're saying.
Yes.
Maybe so. Stick a hot paper clip in her blood sample. Yeah, exactly. That shit will tell you.
Oh, shit.
Romulan's in the hizzy. Yeah.
We gotta get... See, Mecha was telling me I haven't heard her sing yet, so we gotta get Mecha to sing something here.
You'll get copyright strikes.
There you go.
Wow. Oh, I think we already will with Doomcock, so... I think as long as you guys don't sing...
Oh, no. You know, I didn't... Like, you can do little snippets.
Thank you so much for the Australian $5 super chat. My lord, have you seen Iron Fist Season 2? I like Season 1, but today, after watching Season 2, my rage burns like an Aussie sun on Dutchman's back. I should have read that in Australian. No.
An Aussie sun on the back, yeah. Cheers. No, I haven't. Gary, Nerdrotics Gary, told me that it really just went all full out fucking SJW at the end. It was just like a goddamn horrible fucking ending where he was just this, I don't know, it just was, he discouraged me from watching it. Now I hadn't even seen season 1 because, it just seems like I heard season 1, it was pretty bad. He didn't have his mask on. He didn't have his outfit. I want the fucking mask and I want the fucking outfit. There's not a whole lot to these comic books other than that, for God's sakes. I want them to fight and I want them to be in their fucking outfits. And if they're not, then what the fuck is the point? Really? I mean, then he's just a karate guy. And I've seen lots of karate. I go to Hong Kong movies for karate guys. Chinese movies and shit. Jackie Chan told me that Bruce Lee and shit. I don't need to see some fucking half-ass, blonde guy without a mask, without an outfit, throwing kicks. What the fuck? So yeah, I don't know. Actually, he was so depressed about it. I told him maybe I would go ahead and kind of skip through it a little bit and go to the ending just to see. And yeah, exactly. Iron cucked. Exactly. That's what I heard. So, just to make him feel better and maybe chat with him about it so he can vent. But goddamn, I just heard it was awful. I don't know. The ending. I mean, really. I mean, it just, he said it wasn't great, but then the ending was particularly disastrous. So
I wasn't a huge fan of the first season because it was just a lot of more of the same shit that we already got in Arrow. So it was it felt like a retread. Even though I know the one character, whatever, it's just, yeah.
What about Cuck Lage? Cuck Lage, is that
well,
any good?
I like Luke Cage. I liked the first season. I haven't seen any of the second season yet. But,
so that was worth seeing, so I should check that out.
Yeah, I did like Luke Cage. And then Jessica Jones was surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, he was good. But he was also really good on The Good Wife. He played a rich, drug-dealing kind of kingpin, kind of a recurring character. He was quite good in that.
Yes, but does it have anime boobs?
No. See, I'd watch it then.
That's the only shit that Random will watch.
See all this stuff.
And the thing is, I don't even like anime. I just like the booby games.
Just gotta have boobs. Boobs. Boobies. All sizes, all shapes, all colors, all makes.
Hey, boob.
Boobs,
as long as they're real. I'm not that crazy about the fake ones, but
there we go. We just wrote random song for your Doomcock album. Boobs, boobs, boobs. She loves boobs.
Well, we already have that. It's called Boobs a Lot by the Fugs.
That's right. Or the Holy Modal Rounders, if you use the one that I was familiar with. Holy Modal Rounders. Boobs a Lot. I like R. Crumbs and the Cheap Suit Serenaders, My Girl's Pussy, which was a great song.
Well, yeah, but we got to pay for it if it's if it's an original. We don't have to pay for it. That's the whole point.
Well, that's true.
There you go. Mary Ashmead, thank you so very much for the $2 super chat. No to Iron Fist. He didn't have the Fists costume. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a no for me. I mean, if I heard that, it achieved dramatic heights unparalleled in, superhero literature, then I guess, I'd look at it. If it was like, oh, fuck, this guy's the equivalent of Richard Burton, doing Kung Fu, well,
The Grand Inquisitor, $2 super chat. My liege, karate is Japanese, kung fu is Chinese.
Ah, yes, of course.
See, now I usually associate karate with Chinese, though, too. I guess I'm wrong.
No, kung fu, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I think I get mixed up because of Mr. Miyagi.
Tanya-san.
Well, he was
because
supposed
it
to be
did
from
actually.
Okinawa,
I would say karate did actually originate in Okinawa. So you're right.
Which is part of Japan, sort of.
But see, for some reason, I always got it in my head it was Chinese. But you're right. You're very much right.
Well, because like I usually kind of go by the Stephen Chow movies like Shaolin Soccer or Kung Fu Hustle. If you've seen those, they're kind of crap, but they're really fun. They're really fun though.
Karate, yeah.
I liked Shaolin Soccer. I thought that was hilarious.
Karate, yeah. Karate,
But you have to watch
never,
it in Cantonese though. You can't watch it like. Obviously, you have to watch it in Cantonese.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to speak Chinese. I wish I did. I'd really
I can
enjoy
barely
watching
fucking speak English.
I know.
Well, I'm fluent in English.
Keep my
but that's
day
it.
job,
It uses
Tom.
all my brain cells.
What?
Pat Suzuki.
This is my day job. Shit. CD Horde.
China, Okinawa, Japan. Is that
actually,
the
I do have
Johnson
another job too, but that's the part-time job. This is the full-time job.
Yeah, I did not see the Packers game. It was
pretty exciting, actually, from what I see most of it. I tuned out.
Won?
Well, I tuned out, and they were getting their ass beat by the Bears. And then as soon as I started watching your live stream, I seen the score, so I had to turn it back on the other TV. And they came back at the very end, winning 24-23.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad was at the game too. Well, my mom and dad. I was glad because I'm like, oh shit, that sucks. He's at the game and they're gonna get their ass beat by the Bears.
Is that sports ball again?
It is sports ball. Sorry.
Yes.
Did you know what I say about sports ball? That there is no sports ball, only Sasuke.
Well, you should have programmed her, Doomcock, that the only sports ball that exists is Packers. So.
Packers they qualify. They definitely do.
John T. Ned, thank you for the 100 Hong Kong. I always guess I want to say HK dollars instead of Hong Kong, but it's Hong Kong dollars, isn't it? How do you refer to it over there? Doesn't it have a name over there?
It's Hong Kong. Yeah, I don't know.
Shaolin soccer jokes got effed up in the subs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's typical.
See, like that's why I'll watch like a lot of my Godzilla movies. I'll watch them with the English soundtrack because it's funny, but I'll also have the subs playing. And you can see the differences. Wolverine fangirl, $2. Thank you so much. And she says, "Hail Doomcock," and I believe that's our good friend Sarah from the Facebook group.
Wolverine fangirl, hail to you, my dear. Thank you for that.
No,
Tom
we're just
thanks you.
Chilling. Yeah. Well, I gave Doomcock a little bit today. I'm now officially on his Patreon, so.
That's right.
And Gary's and randoms.
He is a member of the lair.
Figure, gotta give.
Now you have a key, so now you can come visit when I'm. No, never mind. I'm not trying to let Harvey out. You didn't hear that.
Yeah. You better not.
You didn't program her very well. She keeps wanting to let Harvey out.
That's just crazy.
Did she get struck by lightning and think she's alive now, or what?
It's alive!
For me.
Yes.
She hates me.
I don't know, man. Not
for me.
Huh.
What?
So long as we can agree the Patriots can suck it. Yeah. Fuck the goddamn Patriots.
Yeah,
I hate
Patriots.
fucking. I'm so sick of that son of a bitch.
Fuck 'em.
I swear to God, fuck the fucking Patriots.
We usually try to avoid religion, politics, and sports, but yeah.
Well, we started talking sports. I'll turn off the sports then.
That's all right. I don't mind. Sports is kind of like
I think sports is a lot safer than religion and
in a
politics,
way.
to be honest.
In a way, yes. Sports is only really bad if you're in a bar
Yeah.
or at a game where things can get out of hand.
Yes, that's true. Hide that button, TM. Exactly, John Donette.
Hail
Exactly.
Harvey Cthulhu.
Yeah, right. And I am watching Overlord. I've started watching Overlord, Lokta. It's a hell of a cool
Hide
cartoon.
that button, TM.
Hell of an
John
anime.
T-Net.
What?
Hide that button, TM, John T-Net said.
Yeah.
Jean-Luc, push the button. Push the damn button. Push it now.
Go ahead, Mon Capitan. See what happens. Exactly.
We must end this.
Together we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
That's what I've been trying to say.
Hail, Doomcock, says Wolverine Fangirl again. Hail. Thank you, Wolverine Fangirl. She's a moderator here.
Yes,
too.
she is one of our moderators. Actually, she's like our Secretary of Defense, I guess you'd call her, on Facebook group.
Awesome. I believe she is also at the lair. So, as I recall,
she's actually been on I think she was on our Wonder Woman review way back before we were Midnight's Edge.
Oh, that's
on my
very
channel
cool.
anyway. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
like the movie, because I know the movie came out last year or something.
Yeah, it was just before the
Oh, okay.
Switch. Yeah, she was on my round table, but I wasn't able. We weren't. Everything was still in kind of the works and flux. So yeah. Yeah, we set
And
a
I
date.
wanna-
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just say we set a date for the Switch, but I was actually already working with Andre and stuff. Was all I was gonna say. But yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say shout out to Mary Ashmead. Hail, Mary
Yes.
Ashmead. She is my latest, she is a Legionnaire. She has actually
Awesome.
joined and become a Legionnaire, and she is going to be, I believe, our Minister of Mad Science.
Ooh,
So,
that's
yeah,
a pretty big deal on your.
That is a big deal. She's
should be
going
like-
to subvert her normal inclinations of kindness and charity and love and be a real hard
She'll be running like your R&D department, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she's going to be a massive asset to the lair. And I just wanted to welcome you, Mary, and thank you so much for that support. And yeah, you rock, girl. We're going to have
Research
fun.
and development. First thing you got to do. We got to get some dragons with lasers, kick-ass stereos, and they got to fly.
Yes. Can I fly? Can I ride one? That would be
Yes,
awesome.
that's the
I
whole
can
point.
fly around like cranking ghosts.
If you
at
can
people.
genetically make them with saddles built in, all the better. Makes it all easier.
I think their dorsal spines could be molded,
yeah.
to be flattened and curved.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ass-shaped, basically. I need ass-shaped dorsal spines, so see to it. Get cracking on that, Mary.
Give her a couple $1,000,000. That's what the Patreon's for. So.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, that's not going to
Little
be
R&D,
happening anytime
you know.
soon. I'm just trying to fucking make rent.
Yeah.
I know you got to feed robots.
Yeah. Right. Where's my cut? I don't get any food.
John T. Net just keeps showering us with money here. We've
Crap.
officially outgrossed both Solo and The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens in China. So, Overlord, original name of protagonist was basically Doomcock, but they couldn't get past editor, changed it to Flying Squirrel or slang for Supreme Schwing. His best friends were Touch Me and Little Cock. Interesting.
Outstanding.
Wasn't there some deal somebody was saying that the villain that's coming in season 2 of STD has a name that's almost like Doomcock? It's like Duke or something like that. DOOK.
Oh.
Oh, really?
I thought I read that somewhere.
Oh. Is Doomcock famous now?
I'm wondering. I'm starting to wonder if you're getting under their fucking skin, man.
Well, we know he has some pretty famous fans here and there, so or at least
They're
I
like,
suspect.
these motherfuckers. It's Duke from the planet of Midnight's Edge.
Yeah, from the edge of midnight.
From the edge of the Midnight Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna try to make me
Cram us all in there.
They won't put me on there. They don't know.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Well, I mean, some of them do, but
They'll make a bad robot named Random. You watch.
oh my god, that would be awesome. Or just number
Randu,
42.
something like that, but it'll be like, yeah.
Oh, I would be so honored.
If somebody's seen that and I'm right about that, because I could have swore somebody said like the name of one of the, it's either a Klingon or a villain or something or other is Duke, Dook. I'm like, God, that's awfully close to Doomcock.
From Showbiz Pizza, the drummer, though.
an abbreviation.
Yeah, just take out a few syllables there, you know. Take out the M, take out the other C.
Well, they wouldn't have to take the cock out because, I mean, they already, yes, pun intended, they already, like, have Klingworth tits everywhere, so.
We're
and
probably
swearing.
just, yeah. I mean, it's just a funny way of spelling Duke, but hey.
Yeah.
We can, it's just a little strange. A little strange.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
If it's
Getting
true,
a
yes.
shout out on STD, exactly. That's hilarious.
This good friend Connor, Tom, and Hanging Gallows.
Oh no, the problem though that they're probably gonna do is just to add insult to injury though. They'll probably make him make out with Mikey Spock or something.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, well, that's like lawsuit
He'll be
territory
like,
right there.
Mikey Spock, I love you. And he'll have a big gold helmet, you watch.
I'm no wood fucker.
I'd be like,
I'm
Get
no goddamn
me-
woodpecker.
6 lawyers. Resurrect Johnny Cochran, please.
Yes. If the
I've
helmet
got the
doesn't
best
fit, you
case
look-
ever. Oh, that'd be funny as shit.
If it's a wooden tit, you must acquit.
Yeah, that's
The bitch is made of wood. It ain't no good.
That's right.
welcome to the Wet Ourselves Laughing podcast, right?
Well, this is the Fireside Chat. We're just chilling. It's the end of the summer. We got a fire pit going here at the center of the earth.
Yes, exactly. It's
Just-
so sweet.
Just
Just
throw some
relaxing.
logs on the core is all you got to do, you know.
Mary Ashmead says, I'm not the sweet girl anymore. I'm the vicious redhead ready to help take over the world. I signed up to be the millionaire because he made me his mad scientist.
Mwahaha.
You are, Mary. You are. I'm
I think
delighted.
mad women scientist is pretty sexy too.
Yes. I
Not to be
agree.
sexist, but
and we're a
you don't get
little,
enough of those.
We're a little prejudiced towards hot redheads at the lair too.
Yes,
so.
we are. I'm trying to
Yes.
think
Pro
of.
redhead.
I'm trying to think
I
of
am.
one like female mad scientist in history. Is there one?
There is
Alien?
Dr. Girlfriend on, Venture Brothers, Dr. Girlfriend.
Well, that's more of a parody kind of thing, but yeah, I guess.
It's not a parody. It's perfectly valid.
I
I
guess.
love that.
Well, I mean,
I
I'm
love
just
the
saying
fucking
it's
Venture
like
Brothers.
obviously it's a comment on the fact. I'm sure I haven't seen the show, so I can't say. I just know it's a comedy and whatnot. Rivers727 $5 super chat. All hail Doomcock, blessed thee with thine almighty phallus of dread. That sounds
Yes.
so
Why is it a
dirty.
phallus of dread? Because when they see it coming, they go, "Oh my, oh
Well.
dear, oh shit." Yeah, that's right.
That and you got to deal with the Legion of Doomcock.
That's right. That's right.
I'm
Excuse
sure they're okay
me
with it 'cause
while
we're all
I
hot
pull
redheads.
this out.
Woo! It's so big.
I'm
It's
tired
true.
of playing the game.
It's true. It's
Into the
true.
crying shame.
You're sucking on my elbow.
Walk
That-
it down.
Did that get cut out of the movie? I can't remember because I think it's in the deleted scenes.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it got cut out of the movie because if I remember, it's in the deleted scenes. She goes, "It's true. It's true. You're sucking on my elbow." I think it got cut out. If I remember right.
Actually, Goldfinger will be a female supervillain in the remake that's coming. Yeah. I guess it'll be called Goldfingered.
Pound me.
Goldfingered.
That's where you stick it in their bum. I'm surprised Rob didn't join us for this.
Yeah. Dr. Poison. There you go.
We should all do a show just completely sloshed and see how bad it is, and then never let it see the light of day after. only those people who saw it live got to witness it.
And it'll be one of those legendary shots for tips.
There you go. It'll be one of those legendary things that people talk about but never get to see again.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Well, we're this bad sober.
Okay, Willie Woodward says yes, there are a few Grindhouse type Dr. Frankenstein type movies. That, and I think there's a Hammer film. Yeah, I was gonna say, there probably is. Yeah, I'm sure.
Always a Hammer film for every type of thing. I mean, there's like, there's
Hammer
like
time. No, I know.
Well, it's the Vampire Lovers. That's like, yeah.
I can't keep them straight. The names are so wacky, and then you got to go look and see what years they're made, and figure out what order they go in.
Marie Curie was pretty mad, says Spider Geronimo. Well, yeah, she found out she was fucking licking radium. I mean, it's like, oh shit. I just thought it was cool glowy stuff. Well, sorry, Marie. That extra head, that's science.
Science. Get on that, science, Mary Ashmead. 2 heads.
Yeah, cautionary tale, Mary. If you start finding another head growing, desist.
Or continue and see how it works out.
Yeah.
Well, if you want a twin, and we're going to be on another,
grow an extra one for parts.
There you go. And then Super Corby says, I shall watch it drunk. Good sir. I'm not much of a drinker, so I'm a lightweight.
Next time I'm back in Colorado.
And
do a 420 stream or something.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't notice. But anyway. No. I would probably just coming up more like, yeah, man, we like living our toenail, man. That kind of thing. But no. I don't get drunk very often, so who knows? I'd probably be like getting all pissy with everybody and telling them off. You know what, Doomcock, you son of a bitch. Did you think you're so much better than me?
Be a mean drunk.
You're so funny, and I'm not. It's so true.
It's like last night the stream just kind of devolved to this I love you, man. I love you,
man. I love you, man. Just say thank you.
I just start getting more eloquent when I get drunk. The drunker I get, my body gets discombobulated, but my speech and my brain accelerate.
You don't turn into improper Doomcock or anything?
No, I just start spewing Shakespeare and, doing shit like that. Getting dramatic.
Probably like Jean-Luc Picard when he gets wasted, I suppose.
I imagine Jean-Luc would be angry drunk, though. Like, a very angry drunk. Like, he would be yelling at Wesley, "Get the fuck off my bridge, Wesley!"
Maybe if he was in a bad mood. But otherwise, I could just picture him, like, doing Shakespeare and...
Didn't he get drunk? No, he was giggly drunk, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was on something. Yeah, that's right. Because I remember the kind of weird giggle he did when I think everything was frozen around him, and he drew a smiley face in the warp core breach, and he kind of had a stupid, goofy laugh. Do you guys remember that scene?
Yeah, a little bit. I was laughing at Graham Strauss. Sorry, he goes. So what you're saying is, Tom, you're easy when you're wasted. Noted. Yes, I am.
Jeez.
That's a 50-50.
There are 4 drinks.
There are 4 drinks.
And I will drink them all.
So Doomcock is Dr. Johnny Fever. Huh. That's Carrie Dalton.
Do you remember when Johnny Fever, I think Herb Tarlick and Johnny Fever were drinking or something on their, I was going to say stream, on the radio show to kind of see how people were when they're wasted. And Johnny Fever got more alert, and like the drunker he got, the more professional and alert he got. And Herb was like, just, oh my god, I don't know, this is a record, go play it. Yeah. But
so that's it. Yeah.
Right out. I think that's kind of how I get.
I think that's it. That's how I am.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to be like way more sharp when I was.
Did you get to watch the She-Ra trailer, Doomcock, or you've been busy, so I don't think you did you?
No, I haven't seen it.
Somebody was asking in the chat, so I just had to ask.
No, I should. I'd like to see it. I'm sure it's awful.
It is.
Bill Cosby called Doomcock an SOB.
You SOB.
Clue it. How come?
Because you use the filth to talk about the Star Trek Discovery, and I've had enough.
Because Doomcock laid without having to drug them?
That's not
I think he's
point.
just pissed off because he invited me over and tried to get me some pills, and I told him, no, man, I'm good.
I do that because I like to dress them up and do the goofy stuff with the makeups and make them look like a little clown and put them in the suit. It's nothing sexual.
Dazzle spam.
And I take their picture and I put them in a calendar. Swear. Bang's Naughty Bit says...
Oh, it was Venus and Johnny. It wasn't Herb. I thought Herb was drinking with them, though. I guess it was Venus Flytrap, because I remember Herb Tarlick being there.
You're expecting us to remember shit.
I liked WKRP.
I specifically promised Doomcock that he would not have to remember shit if he was on this. No, I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, I know. No, it's like I haven't seen them in a long time. I love WKRP. I just haven't really been able to watch them again because they took out the music from the DVDs.
Yes.
And I find that offensive, and I'm not gonna fucking watch them if they're adulterated. So there you go.
I understand why, but yeah, it's the only reason I haven't really bought them yet.
Yeah, what's the fucking point? It was a rock and roll station, assholes. If you take out the fucking rock and roll and put generic fucking jazz in there, you go fuck yourselves. I'm not gonna watch that shit. That's not the show. That's a key part of the fucking show. And it's just, if you don't have that, then that's that.
Doomcock ate all of Bill's pudding. You ate all of my pudding, you son of a bitch.
Don't put in pops.
You ate all of my pudding pops.
Hey.
You should be
Victor
Hey,
Doomcock.
hey. That's right.
And I'm gonna filth your foul for you.
You and your flower and filth can go flying out a filthy flower and filth door. With the filth, flower and filth.
Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me. Would you get a strike for singing a TV jingle, I wonder?
Probably.
Maybe, depending on what it is.
I'm sure they're just as copyrighted.
Mm-hmm. The commercials don't tend to be so much from the 80s.
I have not seen Dark City Coriolis. Have you guys seen it? I've heard of it. I know what it is.
Movie.
But
yeah, Dark City is a fantastic movie.
I've heard great things about it. I've just never got a chance to. Did you ever see it, Random?
No, I haven't. What is it about?
I don't want to give it away, but
I was going to say, I think
a guy in a city that's perpetually night, and when everyone goes to sleep at the same time, and their lives get completely rearranged by these mysterious figures. But
I was going to compare it to something, but that might
finds that he's resistant to it. He the main guy observes this happening and realizes that his reality is not what it seems. It's a great movie. Kiefer Sutherland was very, very good as a creepy mad scientist kind of a guy in that. I don't want to. It's super corny. It's hard to explain. You don't want to summarize it. It's something that has to be experienced, but it's a great movie. Really awesome movie.
Kenneth LaRock says, I have a collection that has 90% of the original music. They were having problems getting the rights for all the music. It was expensive. Yeah,
I believe it.
Yeah, well, I guess
earlier,
don't try to sell the fucking show without it then. Okay, then don't show the fucking show.
There's sometimes, what are you going to do? I mean, to a point I understand it, to a point also it's like, pony up. That, or if you're a band member, quit being a dick. Because chances are a lot of these shows are the reasons people heard your song in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, like I'll hear something, like I'll hear, like a Rocky Erickson. I didn't get into him or 45 Grave or the Cramps, without Return of the Living Dead. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There you go. That's a great example, because that's a movie that's always had issues with the music, and finally Shout Factory did pony up the money to get like 90% of the music for the first film and all the music for the second film. So
good.
Yeah. They're a little more expensive than their normal discs, but to have the original versions, it's worth it.
Oh yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But, like we brought it up actually in the last show we just did, where we were talking about, how Wonder Years is another one, 21 Jump Street. I think 902 was probably another one, I'd assume. Anything that probably had popular music at that time when it was out, chances are it's been changed. So, and it's not just delegated to TV either. It happens in movies all the time. You got to read, and sometimes you can find it on the case or whatever. It'll say the music has been changed. Perfect example I remember is, Wayne's World says it. I don't know the specifics, but there's a couple songs in there that were changed. But the one that always sticks out to me is National Lampoon's Vacation. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but during the scenes where Clark sees the girl in the red, Corvette?
Yeah, in the Corvette.
Christy Brinkley. In the theatrical version, the song "I'm So Excited" is playing by the Pointer Sisters. Yeah. And that's what's credited. And in all the video versions, it's a changed out song because they didn't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And the only time you can see that version's on TV, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the MTV shows did that. Like the sketch comedy show The State. Like in the 90s, all their crappy reality shows and their good stuff like the State and Beavis and Butthead, they all used licensed music. It was kind of a thing to keep in the. Well,
that's
MTV
another good
theme.
example is why Beavis and Butthead doesn't have. Well, part of the reason why Beavis and Butthead doesn't have full episodes available with the music videos is because of the rights. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was such a big deal with they made it so you had to have music in the show. Even your Road Rules and The Real World, those early reality shows.
Well, I think they cover it
playing.
now, but the problem is at that time there wasn't a lot of home video distribution for television. Mm-hmm. So they didn't have that in the contracts.
Exactly.
They had it for syndication. They had it for I know sometimes I think people have said, well, if you watch sometimes certain streaming versions of some shows will still have it, maybe different regions and whatnot. But yeah, that's the whole thing is they didn't get the rights. So then it's they want this ungodly amount of money for the rights to the music. So it kind of goes both ways. Is kind of what I was starting to get to originally with trying to get Doomcock to understand, but. I'm kind of in the middle.
Doomcock understands it perfectly. Yeah. I just don't care. Don't try to sell me shit. If you don't have the rights, you don't have the fucking rights. But don't try to,
it's try and
been named.
If they at least try, and if it's okay, there's no way certain bands are going to release it. I understand that. If you can get at least 90% though and show the effort, that makes a difference though. I guess the Wonder Years one isn't as bad as some, but that's just because they actually went and got B-grade versions of a lot of the songs. Because I don't know, you probably have had this happen to you if you used to buy a lot of CDs. You'd go to a store, you think you're buying the greatest hits album of a band, and not reading the fine print and realize, oh, it's that band, but it's a re-recorded version from a few years ago and not the original recordings.
Exactly.
So they would use those cheaper recordings instead of the original. Like the version in the beginning of with a little help from my friends is a completely different version, I believe, on the DVDs. Then it's still by Joe Cocker, but it's not the Woodstock version that's originally on it. So I believe that's the one he did at Woodstock. That's the one everybody knows, right? Random, you would know that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was his most famous version. I think there was a studio recording of that I always remember hearing with the Wonder Years. But
I think that's the thing is they switched it over with either that studio recording or one of the different live ones. But originally when the show aired, it was the Woodstock version. Mm-hmm. So
yeah. And they did the same with Married with Children. They swapped out the Sinatra song in the beginning. I think my first season or two have the Sinatra song.
Well, and I brought that up earlier is Mill Creek, now they released a complete box set of all the seasons. They actually licensed the song for all of them. So, yeah. So those are reinstated. But yeah, you're right. The original releases of those didn't have the Sinatra song,
which is totally fucked up.
Which we don't want you to sing, even though I'm sure you could do a wonderful job, Doomcock. Love.
Yes.
Right? That's all the farther we'll go on that.
Oh yeah. But I also did it to Northern Exposure, which is one of the best American shows.
Yeah, I don't get that. That was weird. I think that was also another deal where whoever it was who made the original music, it was some band or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to look that one up.
Yeah.
All right. So is there any questions you guys have for the great leader Doomcock out there?
I see Lee Mac Jazz says, you saw the Japanese Spider-Man adaptation? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
see
love
bits
that.
of it.
I love that with, what is it? Professor Monster is the villain. And
it's like Power Rangers and other shit meets Spider-Man.
Yes, and then Leopardo, this giant robot that forms. It's always got to be forming a giant robot at the end. Spider-Man has access to a giant robot that gets assembled all Transformer-like and then, attacks the giant kaiju. So it's great. I mean, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of music and shows and stuff, I know Highlander got to use the Queen song for the theme, but I'm curious if they got to use like the Kansas music and other stuff later in the DVDs, if they actually ponied up for that. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm just curious. I know they did a newer release of those that are bogus because they're cropped off, but I'm not a huge fan of the series, but it's, I'm a completist. I've got all the movies, so.
Yeah. And that's how they get you, because they know you have this OCD to collect the entire collection of something.
Fuckers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the same way. That's why I'm the minister of collections. I collect shit.
You are one of the few people I've ever met that could probably compete with me.
I would imagine you have more stuff than me, but I've just been collecting longer. You should have seen my DVD or my VHS set too.
That's just it. I mean, I probably have a lot more Blu-rays than you do, but your DVD collection, as far as what I've seen for your TV collection, just in what you showed in that one video, is like dwarfs mine.
Yeah, I've got the second part up, and it only goes to Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Wow. Yeah, I've got a lot. I've got an awful lot of stuff. So.
According to Nate,
do a video.
According to Nate Kornoff, he just watched the clip of the vacation scene, and the scene appears to be totally reshot. I'm not sure about that. Like I said, I know that the only version available is if you catch it on TV. So unless somebody has like a rip-off like the HBO version, maybe that's possible. I have no idea. It might be recut to time with the music. I don't know. I don't know what would have been changed. It's been so many years since I've seen the other version that the only thing I noticed was the music right off the bat. And it's in like both scenes or whatever she's in where the song plays. But yeah.
Could be alternate takes.
Yeah, it could very well be.
Well, how many times did they do that, like, just for time, too? They would have a different version of a different scene, depending on, like,
well,
if
that's
it's
what
for
I was
TV
saying as far as the
or...
TV. Like, I don't know if they just recut it because it was on TV, too. Yeah, that's what I was kind of trying to get at. Because if you could compare it to maybe, like, the HBO version, that should be the same length, I would think. So, but I could be wrong. That's why I'm not sure.
Indeed.
Indeedy do. So yeah, we're crawling on about an hour here. How much longer did you want to go, sir?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 10 more minutes, something like that.
All right. We'll go another few more minutes here before we say goodnight to all you guys and we want to thank you for joining us. How many people's out there?
118.
Wow.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you guys.
I think that's even more than we had earlier.
Yeah, I noticed the Doomcock gets more on his late night streams. He never drops below 300.
Of course.
And like other of the big like 70,000 subscriber channels, they tend to get like 200.
That's why he's a son of a bitch.
I know. That is why we're jealous of Doomcock.
Started drinking.
Maybe.
Just jealous of him. He's so much better than me. Oh, I love you. It's awesome that we know Doomcock. Trust me, I get a kick out of that every time.
Like, do you not realize how weird this
I
is
talk
for me?
to
Like,
celebrities all the time, but yeah.
No, like I've watched you guys for years, you know. Well, Midnight's Edge I've watched for years. Then you got like Doomcock who came along, and I'm like, oh, this is exactly subscribe, insta subscribe. This is the channel for me. He's doing like, I can't remember what sort of reference it was. It was like
CD Horde. If we didn't all work, probably. Yeah, of course. Sorry, random.
Yeah, I know. An all-nighter would be fun though. Maybe we could do like a 24-hour charity sometime. Yeah. Once we're huge, we all need to have like at least 50,000 subs per channel, I think, to do that. Like an all-night sort of charity marathon stream.
Yeah, we could maybe someday. If we could find the right charity, maybe. Yeah. You never know. Something unique.
I think probably don't do like the 3.5 hour one the night before.
Yeah.
You know, kind of wiped on the
no
next
shit.
day.
Yeah, I didn't expect much out of you, sir. I was surprised you even suggested it, so I was like, I'm going to take you up on that offer. Because it's been a while since we've got to have you on.
Yeah, hang out and have some fun and just kick back. And
we almost had the tribunal.
Says, hail Overlord Doomcock. Mary Ashby, Doomcock, we love you. Thank you, Mary.
Well, we all love Doomcock.
Hail Doomcock, see, there you go. Cock Doom.
Coomdock.
Coomdock.
Down in the Coomdock.
Yeah. Down in the Coomdock.
People looking down because side of town I was born in.
That's right. Coomdock. It's like social justice warrior Doomcock is Coomdock, because it's like
oh god,
get together and sing Coomdock ya my lord.
Coomdock ya my lord. Coomdock ya. Oh Lord Doomcock ya.
Oh dear. Oh look, Graham Strauss asking one question.
Yes.
What went wrong with the Serena bot at the Open?
Oh God.
Yeah, you were pretty upset about that, weren't you?
Got her fucking ass kicked, and she didn't like it, and so she decided to kick up a big fucking stink and try to ruin this girl's first huge, win at the fucking U.S. Open. My God, a 20-year-old girl who's got a hell of a future if she doesn't get derailed. She's Naomi Osaka is just an astonishing player with a hell of a talent, and she closed that match out like a pro despite all the shenanigans and monkey shines that was being pulled on the other side of the goddamn net, just with all this hubbub, and falderall. I'm trying to find all these different phrases for that, what she was doing, kicking up a rumpus, and it's just, well, for what it all came out just because she was offended, shocked to be accused of gambling. I mean, of cheating. And, it just reminds me of that thing in Casablanca. I'm shocked to find there's gambling going on in here. Here's your winnings. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, that's basically it.
Oh, the Rookie Critic, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. And I just blew everybody out there. Sorry about that. Hopefully new microphone, a couple weeks. I'm hoping. Hi, what did I miss? Hail, President Scroob. Is Doomcock a sleepy master villain? Worked doubles all weekend. Have hours of content to catch up on. Yeah, we've been working all too pretty hard. Sorry about that. I know, Doomcock, you've been busy working on your commentary of The Last Jedi over on your Patreon.
Yes, it's finished now, and then I did my other video about the betrayal of Luke Skywalker. I've got another one, a couple written. I just haven't had a chance to deploy them, so I just got a whole shitload of stuff to do. And of course, staying up, I get all jazzed up doing the late night stream last night, and then don't get to sleep till like 4, and then I got up about 8 or 9, so I'm just kind of wrecked right now.
Yeah, I hit the snooze too many times this morning.
Well, you're lucky I wasn't able to.
I shouldn't have.
To do that. He works all night and he sleeps all day.
I do. I wish. I don't know what sleep is anymore. Nicholas Glenn, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Love all of y'all's live streams. DC, you get the new Spider-Man game on PS4. Also, what Star Trek movies should you start someone off on who's never seen them? Did you get the game on PS4 yet?
No, I have not. I didn't know it had finally been released
this week, last week.
But I've heard that it's outstanding, and I want it. And also, Nicholas Glenn, I was thinking, I've still not. I just haven't had a chance to be playing much, but I haven't actually made my Doomcock PlayStation 4 account yet. But as soon as I do, you will be my first friend there. So
I have one,
as promised. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet.
Will you be my friend too?
Sure.
I need friends on there. I need to actually make an account because I've been using the other account on there. It's not mine, but I need to make mine for Red Dead.
What, you got a PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
I do too. Yay.
I didn't know.
We can play.
And what Star Trek movie should you start someone off on that's never seen them? I would say Star Trek II Wrath of Khan.
That or Part 4, yeah.
Yeah, but Part 4, I don't care what anyone says. You're going to miss out a whole lot of stuff on
it's
that.
True, but it's the most
Spock
accessible.
Wacky and shit, and it just doesn't.
No, I get
Star
what
Trek
you're saying.
Will work.
Only if you're a kid, you can watch 4 because there's a lot of the plot stuff.
I'm talking about somebody who's completely oblivious to Star Trek. Because then when they go back, they will understand it a little bit better. That's true. But yeah, I would just say that because it's the easiest to ease somebody in on. And if you took the Star Trek out of it, it would work as just a sci-fi movie and be entertaining.
Yeah.
Like it's just about this group of people from the future who come to modern day to save the future.
Well, that was how I started, but I was like...
Yeah, well, that was the first one I ever saw, too. I'll admit that, so...
Mm-hmm.
But... I mean, I was aware of Star Trek though too.
Yeah, I knew what it was. I hadn't seen any of it though, so that, or at least that I can remember. So that was the first one I remember seeing, and yeah, it was fun enough. And you didn't really need to know that much. You knew that Spock was just funny, like as a kid.
He was different from the rest. Yeah, you know, because you can almost there is that point. But like I said, yeah, and then if you do go back then and watch 2 and 3, it will mean that much more to you, of course, the second time around. But. I get what you're saying. I get what Doomcock is saying about starting from Star Trek 2, though. Because it's one of the best starting from the ground to work forward. Mm-hmm. And not to start somebody with the motion picture, because as we call it here, the motionless picture. Because that's going to bore somebody to death.
Right.
But anyway, we've gone way too long on that. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. Make a Doomcock account. They're saying I should be Doomcock on the PlayStation. Doomcock's stream is gold. Well, usually. After I watch Star Trek Discovery, though, it turns kind of green.
But that gives you material, though. Your rage is this magical, ray of piercing red laser beam entertainment that bursts right through your brain.
Oh God, that's right. I was working on my Star Trek episode 10 review. That's right. Then I got sidetracked. That thing is, but it was getting to be too epic, and it wasn't very funny because I was just so mad, and I was having to point out. I was trying to point out finally the just sheer stupidity of this fucking spore drive, this mycelial network, and just really, really drilling down into the fucking math of it and the physics of it. But I think it needs to be said, so I don't know. It may just have to go. You know, I've been kind of frozen on it because I don't know what else to.
I think giving them the facts is going to be a good thing because, you could get into some real, almost, award-winning level of review and commentary if you really, really break down exactly why it sucks without just cussing and calling Mikey Spock a cunt for 10 minutes like I do. But
but you can
there's
get
a
away
place
with that.
in the world for that, though. It's very important.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's a public service to call Mikey Spock a cunt.
Absolutely.
Jonathan Fortin, thank you so much for the Canadian $2 super chat. Only tennis movie I know is Wimbledon. Have you seen it?
No. No, I haven't seen any tennis movies. I just watch, regular tennis and stuff. But Mary Ashmead, Serena was a crying, cheating, crybaby diva. Amen. Oh, and also I saw that you got up at the crack of dawn to take your child to school after staying up on the live stream. So see, mad science right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Ashmead, you are well equipped for a career in villainy. So hail. I mean, villains never sleep, not till their work is done and everyone is subjugated or eradicated. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I suppose we're about that far into it, and we want to thank our overlord for taking the time out with us to have this nice fireside chat here on Midnight's Edge After Dark, and of course Random for joining us as well. And of course you can find Doomcock on overlorddvd.com on YouTube if you haven't already. I'm assuming most of you have. And of course you can find Random at Mecha Random 42, right? Mecha Random42
Mecha
or Game
Random
User
42.
Game User.
Yeah, you might still find it as Random Game User 42, but yeah, it's Mecha Random 42.
The Rookie Critic, $2. Thank you so much. Mecha in Midnight. Get iconic costumes like Doom C. You never know. We'll have to see what we can come up with it for that Doomcock Theater, whatever we end up calling it. Doomcock Sci-Fi Theater, whatever. I think we were going to have a contest for that, weren't we?
I don't know. I'll just... Shit.
I
was already thinking about it.
Yeah, we're thinking about it.
I'm not sure where to get a rip of Plan 9 for Outer Space to work with.
I do.
Yeah, you know how to get that?
We'll get it.
I've got it on DVD, but I don't have
We'll get it in HD.
Awesome. Sounds good.
And that's the first movie, if bada bing, bada boom, everybody knows now.
Oh,
if they didn't already.
You didn't tell me any
I think
of this.
it's perfect.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
You guys don't tell me any of this.
I thought you knew.
No.
You were there.
You were there.
Oh. Did I forget? That was a stream that didn't happen, though.
Yes, that's true. So we can't
Oh,
prove
yeah.
it.
That's
my
what
mind
you haven't
would've
heard what
deleted.
you said.
Fuck, we can't prove it. So, but
Yeah,
no, that's a good
I'll
start,
probably-
I think.
I'll probably record that and pop it back on there without the offending material at some point. It's just going to take a long time. That's all.
Was it
Doomcock's
that one? Yeah, it
Lounge.
was that one. Yeah, I think it was. All right. So, yeah, we got to get going so Doomcock can get back to work. He's got so much to do, so many robots and not enough time to deal with them all. So, thank you once again, Doomcock. Thank you once again, Random. Thank you, audience, for being here for us. As always, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to do this. And if you get a chance, check out all of our Patreons and, of course, subscribe and hit that bell button if you haven't already. I apologize for the confusion earlier, guys. I was trying to set up too many things, obviously, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I need a Mecha Random. I need one to help me do my technical stuff. I can't do this shit.
Well, maybe I'll build you one. We'll see.
Thank you. Good
Yes,
Lord,
clone
please.
me.
Cloner, yeah, whatever.
Can
it
I
is.
have one too?
Yeah, can you get one for her too?
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be kind of kinky.
Yeah, if I sleep with myself, would it be masturbation? Or incest?
Wow, wow.
It would be good.
I think that's a perfect place to end it. So once again, thanks everybody for joining us here on this fireside chat with Doomcock, which hopes to be first of many down the road eventually. Take care, everybody.
Good night, you guys.